43. When the breezes blow, flowers are scattered all over the Buddha land. They naturally group themselves according to the color and do not become mixed up. Soft in texture, they emit a rich fragrance. When one steps on them, one's foot sinks 4 inches, and when the foot is lifted, the flowers become restored to their original state. When the flowers have served their purpose of adorning the land, the ground opens up and they disappear, leaving no trace. In due time, the flowers appear and disappear 6 times a day. Such is the inconceivable occurrence of the Pure Land. Thus I prostrate myself at the feet of Amida. 44. Lotus flowers made of all kinds of jewels are strewn everywhere in that world. Each jeweled flower has 100,000 kotis of petals, sending out rays of light of countless kinds of colors. Vermilion, purple, red, and green combine to create all other colors. The brightness of those lights is so magnificent that it outshines the sun and the moon. Thus I wholeheartedly bow my head in worship to Amida. 3,600,000 kotis of beams of light emerge from within each flower. From within each ray of light appear Buddhas, and they are the same in number as the light from each flower. The physical characteristics and marks of their bodies are like Gold Mountain, and each Buddha emits 100,000 rays of light. Each of those Buddhas expounds the excellent Dharma to lead the beings in the 10 quarters into the Buddha's path. Such a wondrous working knows no bounds. Thus I take refuge in Amida. 45. The pavilions and halls were not created by craftsmen. They all appear miraculously adorned with the 7 kinds of jewels. There are canopies adorned with moon-radiant mani jewels and other various gems, and there are pools for bathing that are of perfect symmetry. They are brimming with water of the 8 excellent qualities, pure and fragrant with the taste of nectar. There are golden pools with beds of white silver sand. Each pool, made of one of the 7 kinds of jewels, contains a bed of sand of the corresponding other jewels. On the banks of those pools grow sandalwood trees, whose branches hang and spread perfume all around constantly. Celestial lotus flowers are in bloom, shining in their various colors, and reflect on the water, appearing like an auspicious cloud. The land, free of all attachments, is beyond conception. Thus I bow my head to Amida, the treasury of virtues. 46. When the bodhisattvas and shravakas enter these jeweled pools, the depth is to their liking. If they wish the water to bathe their bodies, it will spontaneously do so. If they wish the water to recede, it will do so accordingly. The temperature of the water is cool or warm, just as they wish. The water refreshes the mind and comforts the body, washing away the grime of one's heart. It is so clear, pure, and serene that it appears invisible. The jeweled sand is so bright that they shine through the water no matter how deep it may be. Streams of water gently meander, flowing into each other. Their movement is exquisite and tranquil, soothing the hearts of people. Innumerable ripples arise, producing spontaneously wondrous sounds, through which one hears the Dharma in accordance with one's wishes. Some will hear the wondrous teachings of the 3 treasures. Some will hear the teachings of tranquility, emptiness, and no substance. Others will hear the teachings of unlimited paramita, 10 powers, special qualities, and supernatural powers and transcendental wisdom. Still others will hear the teachings of non-attachment, non-origination of all existence, and the sprinkling of the Dharma nectar on the head. Everyone rejoices at what is given, according to one's taste. According to the aspects of the three treasures and the significance of reality, the bodhisattvas and shravakas will all carefully listen to the practices they perform along the path. Even the name, 3 evil realms of suffering, does not exist there. Only delightful sounds of naturalness are heard. This is why the land is called peace and happiness. Thus I prostrate myself at the feet of Amida, the ultimately honored one. 47. The great master Nagarjuna Mahasattva, who was born at the beginning of the age of semblance dharma, corrected distortion of the teaching. He closed off wrong views and opened the right path. He is the eye for all beings of this Jambudvipa continent. Reverently accepting the Shakyamuni's words, he reached the stage of joy, took refuge in Amida, and was born in the land of peace and happiness. 48. There is a saying that when a Naga moves, the clouds will follow accordingly. Shrubs and trees are scattered across the Jambudvipa continent. I take refuge sincerely in the compassionate, honorable one, Nagarjuna. Thus I wholeheartedly prostrate myself before him. 49. I have been wandering in the 3 worlds since the beginningless past, turning on the wheel of falsity. The karma I commit every moment, every instant, is a step bound to the 6 courses, so that I stay in the 3 evil realms. May the compassionate light protect me, and keep me from losing the mind aspiring for enlightenment. May my voice praising the Buddha's wisdom and virtue be heard by anyone in the 10 quarters whom I may know. And may those who aspire for birth in the land of peace and happiness, all, everywhere, have their hindrances dispersed as they desire. My merits I have gained, both great and small, I give to all beings, so that we will be born together. Entrusting myself to Amida, the inconceivable light, I single-heartedly bow my head and pay homage to the Buddha. 50. Those Buddhas of immeasurable wisdom throughout the 10 quarters, past, present, and future, all, without exception, having grounded themselves in the reality of oneness, equally attain the enlightenment of perfection in the 2 aspects of wisdom. Their grasping and guiding beings, according to various conditions, is truly immense. By taking refuge in Amida Buddha's pure land, I take refuge in all the Buddha's lands. Single-heartedly, I extol the one Buddha. May this entrustment extend to the unhindered ones throughout the 10 quarters. To each of those innumerable Buddhas of the 10 quarters, I bow my head in worship with all my heart.